Wouldn't be right if I reviewed a driver game without wearing the drive jacket. Not quite the same thing, but you know what? One goes with the other in my opinion. Driv3r. This is a controversial game. Why? Because it almost goes against everything the first two games were about. I'll discuss that. First off, I can't remember. My Driver San Francisco, I reviewed that game. Is that still on YouTube? I should actually check. So my Driver San Francisco review does still exist, so you can seek that out if you want to know what I think of that game. That's an old review. Yeah, but I'll talk about it again real quick. Driver San Francisco kind of brought Driver back to where it should be. But I kind of do enjoy this game for what it is. The first two Driver games, the first one, you're confined to your car, you drive around, you do your missions, you're the cop Tanner. It was a cool game. Second one, you can actually get out and start walking around. This one pretty much went after the Grand Theft Auto formula. You get out of your car, you can have all these different guns, shoot people, steal other cars, which you know you could do in the other games. But it's the addition of getting out, running around and shooting people, which, you know, it's fair. Why not have that in a driver game? But it does feel like they are sort of going after the Grand Theft Auto formula. But with that addition, you also get a lot of other things. First off, this is the most cinematic video game of the Driver series for sure. You get voice talents of Michael Madsen, Michelle Rodriguez, Ving Rhames, Mickey Rourke. You get a kick-ass soundtrack. This soundtrack, my God, I love it. I love it. It's on my iPod. I love this soundtrack, all the songs. It all goes very well. The cars, you know, that's kind of where the game fails a little bit, is actually all the driving. Because you know what really ticks me off? It's not the cars. The handling is a little whatever. It is the goddamn tires squealing. That makes me want to kill somebody. Because I'm driving and it's just like speeding up and it's like, Argh! Any turn is just like, Argh! It sucks. Don't do that in a game. And you will hear so much tire squealing in this game, it'll drive you bonkers. And when it comes to the shooting and stuff, it's kind of tricky. You have to basically run around. It's not like the good old Grand Theft Auto aim it down and stuff, which essentially was only added in the newer games. It is kind of just, where is he? Yeah, you fart gun him. You get like 2 pistols, a shotgun, a rocket launcher, and 2 machine guns or something. So, yeah. And again, like the Grand Theft Auto thing, it's like, where's these guns coming from? He just goes like this, and he has new ones or whatever. It's kind of goofy. But I think it adds a lot of fun being able to shoot people and stuff, because you can drive after them, and then there's all the... It creates creative missions. You drive into a parking lot, and then you have to get in a shootout, run around, shoot people, steal this new car, drive out of there, get to a warehouse before getting destroyed. There's a mission you have to drive a jet ski out to a yacht, you have to shoot people, plant bombs, and blow up the yacht. So there's like some fun inventive missions. But some of it is so just tedious and awful. Awful. Purely awful. And you get your 3 cities. You get Miami, Nice, and Istanbul. And Miami, I love pretty much most of the missions in that city. None of them are too hard. I mean, the last little one where it is, you go blow up the thing on the jet ski, and then I think it's after that, you have to jet ski to these different warehouses and take these people out, and you have to chase this guy, and it gets a little tedious. But Nice, some of those missions get tricky, and then Istanbul, they get harder. Finishing the game was a bitch. There's a couple missions where I literally did them about 70 times. There was one mission I did about close to 70 times, and then I finally beat it. I wanted to die. I had to rage quit about 4 times. It is awful, because some missions, they make it too hard, where it's you're chasing someone, and it's like, okay, they're getting a bit of ways, yes, but I can still see them. Oh, I lost them? I can still see them. They're right there. It's not like they went, okay, they went, oh, turn, 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 and I would have no idea where they went. It's like, I can still see the jackass. He's just a good distance away, but if you give me time, I can speed up and catch him, but no, he got away. Then that's just one of the things. But yeah, the missions become tedious, and they become over difficult. Another thing that's tedious, the cops. The cops are something I hate in all the driver games. I can't help it. The cop mechanics suck. They are hard to lose. It is impossible almost to lose cops once they get on your ass. And the thing that I hate most is basically, what is it called? The slingshot? mechanic or theory or whatever, where you will be going in basically a Ferrari and the cops just have their dinky little cop car and for no reason they will fly up on your ass and catch up to you like nobody's business. It's like, that's impossible, but in this game, no, the cops will be impossible to lose, and I hate that. That sucks. That's something Driver should have fixed in the first game, but no, it's been here for how many games now? It's awful. But the highlight, again, is the cinematic quality. The story's pretty fun where you're going undercover, you gotta find all these car thieves, deal with Jericho, the badass with the leather trench coat and the sawn-off shotgun, played by Mickey Rourke. You're Tanner, played by Michael Madsen. Ving Rhames is your partner. Michelle Rodriguez is a badass chick in it. I like the story. It's very cinematic. In the cutscenes, the music is really good. That's the parts I enjoy. I like going through the story. I just don't like doing most of the missions and shootouts to get there because a lot of them, again, to repeat myself again, it's tedious that I'm saying the game is tedious. But if you manage to sludge your way through the whole game, get down and dirty in the nitty-gritty, play some of the awful, horrible missions and get through it and wrap this game, are you rewarded? Somewhat. But at the end of it, I felt like, once I wrapped it, I was like, was it worth it? Not quite. No, it wasn't. It wasn't worth it. The game's kind of buggy. It's got little glitches. It's just like, no, it's not worth it when you wrap it. You get a nice payoff with the story enough, but no, you just feel like, okay, I went through it all, and did I really feel like I accomplished something? No, now I just feel like an asshole. This game, I used to love it, and now I'm kind of on the side of people that tore it to shreds. I won't rip it a new asshole and say Driver3 is the worst game ever made, or Driv3r, you know, whatever you want to pronounce. It's like Scream 4 Scriforum. It looks cool though. I guess what I'll say is this game, being as glitchy, buggy, kind of not perfectly well made at all as it was, it's fun sometimes. For some reason it's like a childhood classic to me that now, I guess, did not live up to what I remembered it being. I would give Driver3 a 5 out of 10. And that's literally all points off for just glitchiness, tediousness, buggy, difficulty. It's just, it wrecks it. But the cinematic quality is enough to get it at least 5 points. If this game wasn't as cinematic or awesome music as it was, it would be like a 2. But yeah, Driver3, not exactly a low point in the series because I haven't played all of them. I'll still play it over Driver 1 and 2, that's just me. But I'm not touching this game again for a long time, and when I do, I'll shoot myself. Driver San Francisco is the one that one has a shitty, stupid, goofy story, but at least driving around in the city is a bit more fun. So comment below if you've played Driver3, tell me what you think about the game, and thanks for watching, I'll see you guys later.